So, what is vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation is the mode of asexual reproduction in which the propagular of plants, mainly as leaves, stem, root, give rise to new plant under favorable conditions called as vegetative propagation. Let's understand it more perfectly. Consider a plant and the propagule. It means the part of the plant. If the propagule develop into the new plant, we call it as propagation. So propagation is the process, and as it is done in plants, it is known as vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation is of two types. First is natural vegetative propagation, second one is artificial vegetative propagation. The main difference between both these types is the natural vegetative propagation does not require human effort, whereas in artificial, the human effort is required. Let's see natural vegetative reproduction, vegetative propagation. It takes place via leaves, stem, and root. First is the leaves. So what happens? The adventitious bud starts to grow on the margin of the leaves, which further grow into the plants, which is called as the vegetative propagation by leaves. We can take the example of bryophyllum. Here is the diagram of bryophyllum or leaf. These are the adventitious birds which are on the margin of the leaves, and they started growing. This is nothing but the vegetative propagation by leaf. The next one is vegetative propagation by stem. Before defining the vegetative propagation by stem, we will take one example. Whenever we buy potatoes, we never found it evenly shaped or having a smooth texture. Then what to do with the potato? Just make some cuts on the scars of the potato and bury it in the soil. After a few days, you will notice the plants will started growing on that potato. The potato here is taken, it is the stem, and it is taken as propagule. It is nothing but the vegetative propagation by stem. We will define the vegetative propagation by stem. It is when the underground plant started producing aerial shoots, it developed into the new plant called as vegetative propagation by stem. Here we can take example of ginger, potato, and grass. The next is vegetative propagation by roots. It is the same as leaves, but on the leaves, adventitious roots started growing on the leaves, whereas here they started growing on the roots of the plant. So the adventitious roots started growing on the roots of the plant, and they grow in the under favorable conditions called as vegetative propagation by roots. This was the vegetative propagation. We can take example of vegetative propagation by roots of sweet potato. So whenever if we cut the adventitious buds of the sweet potato and bury it, we will find after few days the bunch of potatoes will be grown. This is nothing but the vegetative propagation by stem. Thank you.